All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Medalist, Season 1, Episode 10. All right.
Good job. You got second place.
Second place.
Yes, Emma did beat you, but, you know, that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
The tough part is that now you've got to not skate for a sizable amount of time.
Yeah, thankfully the show does a pretty good job of just kind of skipping past a lot of the stuff that doesn't have much activity with regards to figure skating. But I'm very glad that she's starting to actually hit some walls here, because I want to see more of them as a coach and a student kind of figuring out how to approach these walls, how to either just, circumnavigate them through like, hey, we don't need to focus on that right now, or how we scale them. But having these two be the main characters, having them be the focus rather than getting a whole bunch of other skaters that we need to get to know really quickly is good. But yes, we are going to have to get to know them pretty soon.
Eventually.
Because that does seem to be where the show is pushing us. But I would also just love some wholesome slice of life stuff as we head into the winter and all that. So, Christmas and found family and all that
good stuff.
Yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. It's been a year.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Whoa.
Already at the second one.
You
Look
know
at
what?
how far our girls come.
We're telling the story of a medalist here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Making it effortless.
All these just rapid fire jumps, yeah.
What?
Oh, she's doing this.
Level 5.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Ah.
Whoa. Falling out?
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that got him to stop.
The fuck did you say, you little shit? Damn.
But we're at level 5?
Yeah.
Winning competitions with 58 points?
All right. So that was the show basically being like, hey, show's called Medalist. She's going to be winning lots of first places. Yeah. She's not an underdog anymore.
No.
No. She is a challenger, you know.
I can't believe the pacing, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do these kinds of things here. Level 1, yeah.
Level 2.
We got that, but level 2, that'll be tough. No, level 5.
Yeah.
She gets extra XP because she's starting in, harder environments earlier than she should be,
Some real power leveling, yeah.
Right. Solo medalisting, She's so far ahead of where she was. We didn't even know these girls,
We skipped ahead to her winning another competition.
All right.
Okay.
It will take a whole episode. Oh, yes. Yeah, the axle is like one of the most popular general tricks. And just recently, someone did a quadruple axel in the Olympics.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's insane.
The first in history. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right,
sure,
they're already
sure.
pushing their limits. It's like she's reading my mind.
Yeah, that's gotta be exhausting. Just practicing it is gonna be draining. Yeah, you basically have to go as fast as possible. Wait!
And you don't feel it.
Oh! Yeah.
Right.
So many little, like, physics-based things have to be lined up properly in order to execute. Oh. Oh.
I feel like you should be worried a little bit, maybe.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, hey.
Oh, oh, oh. He's about to fan the voice so hard right now. Hi.
Oh. Oh, no. I have a feeling I think I know where this is going.
Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah.
Fun. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't like training with Dad anymore.
No, guess he's not.
But he's a little kid. Old fart could be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm? Yeah, wait, what?
Ah!
He's doing really damn well.
Hi.
Right,
I'm kind of focused right now.
yeah.
Sure. Ah!
Fantastic.
He doesn't want to be next to, Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
He's
You
like,
got an
wait,
Olympic
hang
simmer
on.
melt? Yeah.
This, a lot of feelings right now.
Right, I am not your superior. I'm... She's gonna be like, He's scary. Yeah.
Doesn't look like she likes that very much.
No, but he might actually be able to help her if he's being really kind and stuff with, like... Oh. Hanging out with an actual friend, yeah. Yeah. Switch after.
Right. Yeah, he's plenty self-motivated and all that.
He's now coaching,
Yeah.
basically. The other kid. Aw. Hey! You caught up to him! Yeah! He's such an asshole!
Wow, I'm sorry, hon.
Oh, that's great. Okay, his form is just elegant.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Because, yeah, height means more time to spin, too. Right. It's that next step. No, really. It's that next step that's probably insanely hard.
Whoa.
Oh. Right, he's been here probably for years. Yeah, a triple double. Okay. He's like, I gotta stay focused. I'm really serious about this.
Yeah.
I don't want them to say that I'm holding Hikaru back. That's not cool.
No.
Oh, what? You're actually looking and not just saying shit?
Oh.
Uh-huh. You fell on your ass a lot.
Yeah.
I respect that. Okay, there's too much positivity.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
I'm not used to that.
right.
But
Kids
feels
of
good.
words of affirmation, starved child. Ooh.
Ouch.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he's in that position where he's surrounded by greatness, and in his good
Yeah.
doesn't feel actually good enough. Yeah.
You progress at the rate you progress. It's
Well, no, you do like end up having points where you have walls, and a lot of people give up at walls, but it is basically a point of knowing like how do you push through it. Like he just landed a triple like it was nothing. What?
They are the power ceiling.
You're not gonna play Switch games with your friend? Like,
Sure, make
he had
yourself
that
feel
one
better.
loaded in the chamber before he even
Yeah.
like talked to her. Oh. Oh. Gotcha.
That's very true.
Oh, that's a fun bit of drama. The idea of like, hey, she's
Oh, yeah, no, she's pissed.
I promised. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you tell him.
Can you say that with confidence?
Passing level 7.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's had all those attempts. Whoa, what's to say that you have a crystal ball and can see the future? Oh yeah! Get fired up!
She has, though.
Hikaru isn't level 6. Like, Hikaru isn't level 7. She's looking at the next thing in front of her.
Right.
You've already looked ahead at the finish line of, like,
Yeah.
someone who's constantly moving.
Don't
You
think
can't
about
beat
how far
something
you have
that's
to go.
constantly moving.
Yeah. Just think about what to do
Right now. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He said you can't even do a double axel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
Can't
reach her there.
Yeah.
He's able to maintain that flat energy.
No. Right.
So you didn't want to do skating?
Yeah.
Oh!
All right.
Oh! Oh my god. Yep. No, your stuff. Oh, he had to actually chase her all the way outside with the books.
Yep. Right. Right.
Yeah, you...
Yeah.
Right, you're
Incredibly
kind of an
fast.
anime character right now.
Yeah.
今年中にノービスに出たいって言ったのは言葉を一生懸命飲み込んでいる。なんだ、何話してたんだ？去年から4センチも。
That has...
それだけじゃなくて体力テストがすごく。
Yes, very proud of you.
その学年で5番になって褒められた。
Right, you've built up so much stamina from this sport, yeah.
できる子になったんです。
Yeah.
前と全然変わったと思うんです。
Uh-huh.
氷の上だけ
He's
じゃ
growing
な
up
く
real
て
fast.
陸でもできることが増えたんです。
Wait.
陸なら飛べる。だから3回転2回転。
Well, yeah, we know you can, but practicing it... Yeah!
Yeah. Uh-huh.
でもまだですけど。なんて。
She's a monster.
Yeah, yeah.
来週の合宿で特訓だ。
Okay.
特訓？目指そう。全日本ノービス。
Oh!
Oh, shit. Okay.
By the end of season 1?
That's crazy.
The
What
show
is
has multiple
season 2 gonna be?
seasons.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah. Oh my god.
The thing is, I love it because, yeah, the thing that we brought up of like, oh, there were so many other skaters that we'd need to get to know.
Yeah.
But we don't really care about them, right? We want to see her progress. So we just skip past it.
No, they'll have them come back.
Oh,
but
sure.
It's just like...
But it's, yeah. Holy hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, we just
like,
jumped from level 2 or whatever
Something-
to level 5.
to level 5.
And competing to take level 6. And also,
Insane.
not even that, it's the, the double axle, you know, that generic, you know, figure skating move. No. We're going to jump straight to doing a triple double axle combination. Oh, right. Okay. I forgot we were watching an anime.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We
Like-
can just do that. Right. Cool. Wonderful. We skipped tons of time. We skipped actual full
Right.
progression of story and figure skating.
Yep. Because,
Acumen, yeah.
Because and the thing is, I like the decision to do that because it keeps it at a clip pace. And after the second competition, right, her getting first place in the first competition, that could just be the, hey, she's older, she's coming into this, and so she's able to pick it up quickly.
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But the idea that she would continue to do stuff like that, that's where you leave behind the idea of her just being, you know, a plucky upstart, right? Like, that's the, no, you're actually cracked at this. And so...
Well, she was already cracked at this. That's the thing,
sure.
though. What she was doing was, okay, we're watching an anime. Like, it was not
Yeah.
realistic. She was taking things so well, so quickly, and so smoothly that in a lot of ways, the shin splints was like realism. Right. And then immediately the episode goes, no, fuck all that. We're going straight to level 5.
Yeah.
And we skipped the time to showcase what the realism was that made it take, you know, almost a year, you know?
Right, because it was
Crazy.
something where
Crazy.
there was no conflict to be shown there. We had the shin splints issue.
Sure.
Okay, cool. They dealt with that. All the other competitions, not really worth mentioning. She cleaned out. She took first place at all of them.
Well, yeah, because there's a difference between levels and competitions. You don't
Right.
need to compete in order to win at a level there. That's
Right.
just going and getting the badges.
Yeah.
You just need to basically showcase
That you
in
can
front
do
of
the
people
things
that
that
you
you
can
need
do
to
the
do.
things that showcase that you're
Yeah.
ready. So doing the competitions in a lot of ways is not even really important, because what this was she could have done 1 or 0 or 7 competitions.
Sure.
It's irrelevant. She got to the point here where she's now like, okay, I won a competition, you know, 58 points. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at nationals. Let's look at it. You know what? This is season 1 of an anime. We've been talking a lot about nationals. Let's actually break down what is necessary to do that. So let's get into the character of Ryo. Yeah. Someone who has been built up thus far to be a stepping block along the way to Hikaru. Right. But we didn't know exactly what he was capable of. Now we can see he can do a double axel. But not only that, he's hit kind of a wall of his own with regards to progressing to level 6. Oh, perfect. Let's have him do this whole thing alongside Inori.
Yep. And
wonderful.
Alongside that, we'll be able to see exactly why he's hit this wall, because it's a combination of things, right? Oh, yeah. Wait, you're telling me I'm actually holding Hikaru back? Wait, I'm going to mouth off to this adult to the point where they actually clap back, and then I'm like,
oh no.
The consequences of my own actions.
Which is wild, because he knows that in a lot of ways he's not anywhere close to Hikaru.
Oh, sure.
So what he's basically saying is that, hey, I didn't get to choose my coach. My dad basically was my coach by, just...
I was born. And
I was born into this, you know?
Yeah, uh-huh.
But the idea that this guy, Jun, is somebody who kind of is playing his little behind-the-scenes game with coaching her, probably pisses off Ryo for a number of reasons, because hey, a coach should be someone that at the very least spurs their student on. No, not like that level of positivity though. No, not like that, and not at me, because I'm just a shitty little kid that just knows a bunch of tricks.
But a dad should be someone that encourages his. A coach should be someone who encourages his student.
Right, which I love in a lot of ways. We don't see any really of their dynamic.
Nah.
In a lot of ways, the dad seems like he's maybe a bit tough.
Sure.
Like when he mouths off to Tsukasa, the dad's like, hey, don't be rude,
Yeah.
And it was a bit stern, a little bit vocal. But then when it came to hey, I want him to learn from you and stuff, he was very humble.
Yep.
He bowed to him, showcasing that the whole standing that he has in this world of figure skating is irrelevant to his son's ability to succeed. So he's like, yeah, I absolutely,
Yeah. If I were to describe my vibe from the guy, is that he is a consummate professional. Jun is not. He is a different kind of thing. He's that point where he's so good he gets into the eccentric, right? Whereas Ryo's dad, he's consummate professional. Which is probably one of the things that's so hard then for Ryo, because, well, but he's also my dad, right?
Right.
And so it's he's probably being pretty darn reasonable,
Probably.
Probably the toughest thing is just no, you're going to learn this because I think it's valuable and all that stuff. And,
right.
But,
and the only thing I could see maybe being implied, but this is very extrapolated from a silver medalist for the Olympic, for an Olympic athlete, is that it's more depressing to get a silver medal
than to get a bronze.
Than to basically get a bronze, or in a lot of ways even to fail at getting into the Olympics. A lot of people who talk about what happens to people that get silver medalists and stuff is that it's this crippling feeling of yeah, but it wasn't a gold.
Right.
I got up there and I represented my country, and I
was so close.
I took away a lot of other people's dreams.
Yep.
Only to get second place.
Right.
And bronze kind of tells you you were up against some stiff competition.
Yeah. You managed to make the podium. Good fucking job.
Yeah. You made the podium. Yeah. You know what? Great. If you made some mistakes or what have you that you clearly could have not done or what have you, that's one thing. But it's another thing to be, up against Michael Phelps or what have you.
It's
and
just
you're
that's
well,
a shark in the water,
I'm not a fish,
form,
so therefore,
right.
I don't have the ability to put that kind of shit on my body, so or whatever. But I like the idea that if there's any kind of drama in that, it's that he has a little bit of the not defeatist mentality, but he's accidentally passed on some stuff to his son of being very self-critical. And so even if he's not critical of his son in that regard,
right,
maybe he's a bit withholding of praise if he doesn't feel like it's 100% deserved.
Yeah.
So that could be something that we could extrapolate from the silver medalist and the way that he responds to the, yes, a bit over the top praise that
Tsukasa is like
gives.
that. He is. It's a shining sun, and you're like,
my God,
too bright.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this is obviously a kid.
Sure.
So, his whole take on things is not as nuanced. But he has been in this professional world probably since he was, a preschooler,
Absolutely. Like, for his whole life. Which, granted, is not very long, but, his whole life, right?
Yeah.
And so,
at least 6 years, I would say.
Yeah. And so the idea that, he brings things up of like, well, hey, can your coach even do a double axel? Right? Like
sure, your coach is cooler than my coach.
Right. And it is a great point, because if you are lucky enough to have someone that is a coach that actually really knows their shit,
yes,
you don't realize just how awesome that is until you see the people who don't have that, right? And it's the and they can be trying, and they can be putting their all into it and all that, but if you have someone that just doesn't know quite exactly how it's supposed to be done, when you have someone that tells you something and they're making like a correction and they're in a position of instructing you,
yes,
but it's like the thing they say isn't quite right, that can be so frustrating, because they know better than you, right? You know that it's okay, I have insufficiencies, I need to learn this thing, but you also know enough to be able to tell that's not quite right. You don't necessarily know why it isn't.
And usually the issue is that they are basically, they have an agenda as a coach. They're not just trying to be a book that tells you every single bit of data here, but they're thinking about time. They're thinking about not distracting you with less relevant information. They're wanting you to get this very specific thing.
Sure.
Very, very classic example of the Dunning-Kruger effect is basically when the expert tells you a thing that you can tell is 98% correct. And you're like, well, you missed the 2% here. And it's like, okay, I don't have the time to explain to you why I skipped over the 2% there. I need you to be reminded that I'm the expert. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know in this moment here.
And
Thank you for bringing that up. And you need to do that here.
Right.
If you would like to learn from somebody else, that's great.
Yeah. And so having a genuine bond of trust with your instructor is super important.
Super important.
And that's beyond just the usual, oh, hey, they could push you too hard and you get shin splints, and so your safety is in their hands in a lot of ways, right? Which is a whole other thing.
Yep.
And so the idea that he is absolutely hesitant to be like, wait, I'm not even getting like the main coach of this thing or whatever, right? Like, I don't know about that, Chief. I already have enough issues with you, Pops, and you're a silver medalist, right? Like,
and that's not really necessarily something I don't think that they're implying there's necessarily something really wrong with the dad and the son here.
Okay.
I think this is something of where the son is hit a wall that Tsukasa said most people hit a wall at this point here. And then we literally have a character saying, I've hit a wall here.
Yeah.
The dad is saying, I've failed in trying to figure out basically a way to get him past this wall.
Right.
Like, he's succeeded plenty up until now, and we saw in his little book that he's failed to take the badge basically for the next level many times. So that's not necessarily something that implies their relationship is bad or something about like the coach's ability or...
Well, we know that he wanted to permanently switch who was teaching him.
Yeah.
And the dad only let it be a week, break.
Right.
And so I'm sure there's a whole lot to unpack there.
Right.
And also it's going to be because I'm sure Ryo is, he has a penchant for the dramatic.
Yeah, generally speaking, though, the problem is with the student, not the master.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think this is a very clear example of the student needs to basically have things shaken up a little bit, go into a new environment so he's actually receptive to teaching. Because we can see he's not even receptive to the most, like...
To clarify what I meant, the thing about issues with coaching and all that stuff is why he has a good reason for not necessarily trusting or wanting to work with Tsukasa, right?
Why does he have a good reason?
Because because Tsukasa does not have pedigree, he doubts his capabilities, right?
Right. But pedigree didn't get you capabilities in that regard in the first place. His logic is flawed. The presence of pedigree did not help him pass this wall.
Totally.
So the logic of, well, if you don't have it, then how am I going to get past this wall? It's like, kid, the problem's with you. like, because the pedigree was there. You've attempted many times to get past this wall.
Right.
So clearly the pedigree is not where the issue is.
Well, I think that goes into the necessary but not sufficient kind of thing, right?
Sure. But I'm basically saying that obviously it's a multifaceted issue in that regard. Like, he can do a double axel just fine.
Right.
But there's probably something about what he's absorbing and actually applying that is not getting him to progress much further here.
Right.
And regarding what that could be, the idea that I think I can predict exactly what it's going to be is that Tsukasa has an ability to observe very closely what is going on with his student, in this case, Inori, and be like, oh, you're doing this, you're thinking this, or when you apply this, what's going on when you're doing this? And she'd be like, oh, I don't know. But that's his strength. But the idea that the dad knows the mechanics of how to do a triple axle or a double axle or what have you.
Yep.
He's taught his son exactly how to do it. They have different styles, which that's probably a hint of some elements of his wall. But he's not progressed from here. This is his wall. So the dad's coaching, or the dad's stuff that he's bringing here, or the dad's pedigree has obviously been part of what helped him get here.
Right.
But it's not enough to basically get him to the next bit here. There's something wrong with him as the student to actually take in and absorb what's going on here.
And I think what it is was set up in this episode already from multiple different angles.
Yeah.
In that he's got beef with the fact that he's being compared to his dad. He didn't choose to be skating in the first place. When people compliment his skating, they're not actually complimenting his skating. They're saying, you skate kind of like your dad. Good job. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Right? And that would absolutely get under my skin.
Especially if it was repeated.
Especially if it's
often,
repeated, right?
Yeah.
And now, does that mean you need a change of pace? Absolutely, right? Is it potentially because it's a problem with you? Probably. But I think he can still understand that, and so it's I don't really care where I go, I just know I needed to go somewhere else, right? On some level, he gets it, even if he's not able to come to terms with the fact that it's a me problem.
Right.
But then, it's hey, no, change of pace, for sure. But you don't actually want to completely change who you're studying with. Go somewhere else, see their different way of doing things. Awesome. If they help you break through this specific wall, fantastic, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that Tsukasa is giving you all those compliments and stuff and is seeing you for your skating, great. If you can get past this thing of being like, oh, well, you don't have pedigree, so I don't think you can have anything to possibly teach me, maybe pay attention to the fact that he took a novice to level 5 in a year. That's kind of insane, right? And then maybe you'll be able to actually learn from him.
Right. I was just bringing up a lot of the ways in which this kid's logic and his reasoning for a lot of things is completely fucking stupid. And he basically, in the same breath of saying you can't do anything, you're horrible at this, who are you, to then being you should probably get another coach because clearly he's the one holding you back. And it's like, what?
Okay,
you're projecting so much, little guy. It's the whole thing of I am very much enjoying the way in which his character has these very specific flaws, but his character is a classic example of, I would call it the same archetype that Zuko is born from, basically. They're so riddled with shame that they think that their pride is helping them.
And him needing to put her down to make himself feel better.
Yeah. And so it's a
immature little brat.
Well, not just immature little brat. I would say he's both rejecting the pride of being compared and also connected to his father, while also feeling shame that with his father he hasn't gotten anywhere close to where Hikaru is at. And then also condescending in a proud way to anyone that's not as good as him. It's like pick an angle, my dude. Like it's such a I don't have any shame. I'm as proud as ever. Like it's a specific thing that I love, that because he's 10 or 11 or whatever, he's able to have a lot of time to grow in this regard here.
Yeah.
But it just seems so funny to then do like a seeming logical form of condescending comparison of like, your coach doesn't even double axle. It's like, bro, your coach is a silver Olympic medalist and this is where you're getting stuck on a wall? Like, no. It's okay. It's just so dumb to me. And so I laugh at it because I can see where he's going to learn his lesson in an episode or two. But he needs to dredge up really like every bit of pride and shame that he's clinging on to, so that it can actually be dealt with and cut off.
You know a lot, but you don't know nearly as much as you think you do.
Right.
And so, like, he's the sophomore, right? The sophisticated moron.
Right. We just brought up the Dunning-Kruger effect. He is the Dunning-Kruger effect in action right here.
He has a lot of good reason to be as confident as he is.
Right.
That being said...
He's just proficient enough to say something really stupid, yeah.
That being said, he is not actually observing when he's making these general statements. And so, sure, the things that you're saying, by and large, good metric to follow. But look at the actual example before you of this coach has helped this nobody do something phenomenal, right? And so to say that you don't have anything that you could learn from him is... it's blind.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's extremely stupid.
Even though it might make sense why you would initially think that or be resistant to the idea.
Totally. I think that once you start thinking that someone around you has nothing that you can learn from them, you have to be talking so specifically in the like narrowest of scopes, and then also be the god or what have you of your field. Like even someone who is lower than you in terms of proficiency and performance in like a sport, you can actually learn from them. Like if you're not perfect at all those things there.
Oh yeah,
because most of these sports have something that is like an alternate like style or an alternate like an alternate decision like framework for why you do a move this way. Like he and his dad literally have one that was drawn in this episode was you do long jumps and he does high jumps. Apparently both are fine for double axles.
Yeah.
But I wonder why your styles are different. Like that that's something that maybe he could think about. Like there might be something there as to why the dad maybe jumps too high, and that's why that led to some of his silver medalist performance there. Maybe you jump too low and thus you don't have enough height for a triple axel, Who knows?
But I'm excited to see this chaotic bundle just sort of do his thing and run up against walls and bang around and all that stuff, because the way that he drew the competitive side out of Inori was awesome.
Yes.
It was great to see her be like, no,
she went full Super Saiyan fire energy going off of her.
I'm not just gonna do a double axle. I'm gonna do a triple double before you can. I'm gonna get to the point where I can actually compete with Hikaru.
Yeah. If you think that you can't, great.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I don't share that same disbelief in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
watch me. I'm so excited for these two to fire each other up in that regard. Because you've got it, kid. You've got it. Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. If you have any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.